Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And today I have you guys is a really cool video with my buddy Echo Killshot.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
And before we get this video underway, a little podcast you're gonna be seeing on my channel, some video game, whatever, Call of Duty, Dying Light, whatever. And then of course, go subscribe to myself. Go subscribe to Echo Killshot. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like on both. I'm gonna have a link to Echo's video whenever he posts it in the description. So I
Hopefully
have
you
three
soon.
topics for today. The first is going to be Thor: Love and Thunder, spoiler-free review, and then spoiler, non-free review. So you actually just got back from seeing Thor 4. What are your thoughts without spoiling anything first?
As far as a movie goes, is like, how critics I'm gonna tell you my answer from a critic's point of view. Like if they're looking at it from a technical level to storytelling for all that. I don't think critics are gonna like this movie as much as in terms of an audience, which is myself. I like to think of myself as both a critic and an audience, but as an audience member, I thought it was a fun movie. It was a fun superhero movie, just a fun movie in general. Almost a full blown comedy, but yeah, I thought it was a fun time.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of the criticisms that people had is that they were trying to balance the tone. We'll get to it when we talk about spoilers, but it really much was a comedy. I mean, I laughed. I mean, it was funny. I just felt like they were trying to force a lot of the humor, but if it works, it works, and I think it did. But my issues, if anyone saw my review, my issues were, of course, the tone and then some of the CGI. It was a lot of CGI. Did you
Yeah.
get any sense of that where you're like, whoa, that's a lot of and because it would go from like, Thor and Jane or whatever, they're in like Olympia with Zeus, and then it pans to like a building that's like an actual set. It was a bit jarring.
Yeah, I didn't really mind that much because it did look cool. Marvel can be really good with their CGI and be also pretty terrible. But I think for this movie, especially since we're dealing with gods and Olympus and this moon that has a black and white filter over it,
Yeah, that
which
was
I
cool.
thought that kind of confused the hell out of me because it's like, are they seeing the same things that we're seeing? Like, are they seeing just this gray tone on their skin? Like what's going on here? But I definitely think they handled it well as terms of like, because when I saw your review, you said it was going from real sets to CGI, and it was just getting kind of wonky, going back and forth. Honestly, I didn't really care for it as long as the CGI is not terrible. It's all good with me. And even sets like New Asgard, I think there was like a lot of CGI in there. And I'm not talking about the monsters that they fight. I'm talking about like some of the buildings and obviously the goats were CGI. But
That goes.
the best part of the movie.
Yeah,
But
that was funny.
yeah,
But
I
I
thought it didn't really mind me.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I only pointed it out because I had to review it. If I didn't have this channel, I'd just be watching it and going, "Oh, it's good." I mean, it's more of a nitpick than anything. But it's funny you mentioned the black and white planet or world, the dark dimension or whatever, because I think this film, Thor, out of all four Thor movies, four Thor, I think that this one, Love and Thunder, looked the best and it had the best like art direction. I think it was really cool to go to different locations and see, like you mentioned, the black and white area and just stuff that we've never seen in really Marvel before. I thought it was really cool.
I also think the choreography, whether Valkyrie is fighting Gore or Thor is fighting Gore or even Jane Foster, the Mighty Thor is fighting Gore, I think it was handled really well and I enjoyed it. It was just kind of going like shot to shot to shot, and it was going like super fast, but you can tell what's going on.
Hmm.
And Gore's fighting style is very unique in terms of what we've seen in the MCU. Um, and I just like, I don't know if that's a stunt double or something. That's most likely a stunt double, but I would hope it's not because Christian Bale is a badass.
Oh
But
yeah, he's
yeah,
Batman.
he is Batman. And speaking of Gore, if you want to go ahead and talk about this, I thought he was not slept on, but I just thought he needed more screen time.
Yeah.
And I wish I could connect with him more, with him losing his daughter and him wanting to go to eternity to make a wish. I wish I could connect with that more, but it was just so focused on Thor, which of course, I mean, I get that it's a Thor movie. It's going to be focused on Thor and his whole entire gang, but I just wish I could feel more empathy for Gore. I felt the empathy there, but I didn't feel it enough to be like, oh man, I feel so bad for this guy.
Right.
But I thought his presence, and yeah, of course, when we get into spoilers soon, I just thought his presence everywhere. That there was actually a moment that jump scared me, and I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. People that haven't seen the movie yet, you probably don't understand, but there was a moment, and it actually got me. And yeah,
Well, I think that the Marvel villains, especially people that aren't Loki or Thanos or Killmonger, I think most of the Marvel villains get kind of a bad rap because I do truly believe DC is better than Marvel in terms of villains. Like Joker, Lex Luthor, Deathstroke, whatever. But people go, oh, who's Hela? Yeah, she's cool, I guess. But I think that Gore was one of the best MCU villains in terms of not only just his story and reasoning, but I think, like you said, he's freaking terrifying and he's creepy as all hell, and he's got a cool black, the Necro sword. I mean, there's a lot of cool things in there that is, it's not just, I don't know, he's got a pistol like Vulture or he can fly. It's something completely different than before, much like the rest of the film. So yeah, I think Christian Bale did a really good job playing Gore. I think it was really cool that he was just back in superheroes. It wasn't DC, but he's back, and I think that's kind of cool.
and the makeup team that did that is amazing. I just hope one of these days, I just hope Marvel wins an Oscar or something for. Well, we all know how the Oscars are, but I just hope that they are grateful or not grateful. I hope they are giving enough the Oscars to give Marvel an Oscar for best makeup design and all that, because I think they really do hit it off with most of their movies. There are
Mhm.
some, whether it be villains or, but it's just it really all depends. But yeah, I thought Gore was an amazing villain, and yeah.
So that's cool. So let's move on to spoilers here because it's kind of hard to talk about this film without doing that. So if you have not seen Thor: Love and Thunder, either skip a little bit of the video until we talk about the other two topics. But this is gonna do some spoilers of the film, so just let you guys know. Don't yell at me.
Yeah,
Um,
or
so I
me.
guess, yeah, right. Yeah, don't yell at both of us. So I guess we should start off with the elephant in the room, Jane Foster, right? Because in the trailers, it's kind of, she's Thor, Thor girl, mighty Thor, whatever. It's like, how'd she get her powers? And I never read the comics. I have a butt ton of comics, but I don't have that one, of course. But I kind of knew what the gist was, going in. But I mean, the first shot of the movie is her like in an MRI or something, and it's just, I mean, it hits like a ton of bricks, like not Lego bricks, like cinder block bricks. Um, and that's where the I think emotional storytelling comes into the fray when it's not just jokey funny. It's pretty effing serious. I mean, what did you think about that whole cancer storyline?
Um, so I know you don't read the comics, but I've read some of the comics, and um, I've actually read the comic where it is based on the Mighty Thor, and she gets cancer. So I knew this prior going into the movie, and I was like, how are they gonna deal with this storyline? And I think they dealt with it pretty fine, especially in today's times. Um, yeah, I think they handled it pretty well. And what's really touching to me is that Jane Foster, she has a ambition, okay,
Mhm.
um, in science. And I felt like when she was having that chat with that other cancer patient about her book, like I just thought that I don't know, I just like seeing her nerd out when she has stage 4 cancer, like, but everything's all fine and dandy on her. I just like characters like that don't that aren't scared. Just they like to enjoy life more
Mhm.
than you know cry and be sad when they have a disease or something. I just think that was really touching, and I like I said, the storyline line on how they dealt with it from beginning to end. How she was eventually going to have to tell Thor. Um,
Right.
and I believe, yeah, Valkyrie knew before Thor did. I I also like the relationship between them, but it was really good how they handled the storyline of her having to tell Thor and her having to eventually know that she can't just stay in the hospital room. She has to go help her mans.
Mhm.
So yeah, I really like that. She's fierce. She's brave. She has an ambition. She is Jane Foster, and I think Natalie Portman delivered that really good.
Yes. I did too. I mean, I think it was like I said, it was really touching that every time she uses Mjolnir, she gets sicker. Uh, now, we can all agree cancer pretty much fucking sucks. I mean, that's just universal. But they handled it, like you said, in this movie where she's not just, oh, I'm sad, or, oh, yeah, stage 4. It's they didn't make a joke out of that. Because Taika Waititi, he can make a joke out of anything, right? And I'm glad he didn't turn the cancer story into just Jane making jokes. Oh, I'm gonna die. Like I'm glad they didn't do that, and they actually took it seriously. And the fact that like when she freaking dies and goes to Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it's really crazy that like I didn't cry, but I mean I was getting kind of teared up. Like it was really more of emotional journey than I thought it was gonna be. Because when you look at the trailers, it's Jane having fun and being a badass, and then in the film, it's almost a completely different 180 of a story. So I thought that was really cool that they handled that in that way. But
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, what else? What
but
other?
they don't.
What's that?
Oh, I was just gonna say like they didn't reveal none of the cancer stuff in the trailer, um, which I know to some people like you it comes to a big surprise, but I
Mhm.
like seeing Heimdall there too. I like
Yeah,
that
that
she
was
gets that
cool.
happy ending when when her and Thor get that that last kiss, that dying wish, if if you could
Yeah.
say
Now, how do you feel about Thor getting kind of like an adopted daughter? Which
that
also, I'm
dying
sure you
wish, and you love.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah, I thought it was like it's just there's a little weird factor to it. It's all because it's Gore's daughter. Like physically it's Gore's daughter. You can tell. Um but I like Court said, he would be a great father, and he is a great father.
Yeah, and I'm sure you know this, but Chris Hemsworth, his daughter is Gore's daughter in real life, which is funny. I don't know if you knew that, but there's a little bit of tidbit. What's her name?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that
I don't know. I think it starts with like a T.
Tessa Thompson. We'll say that. All right. I think that
Yeah.
she is definitely, like you said, she's the daughter of Gore. But I don't know. I think that's kind of weird because now that they kind of pulled the Jurassic World Dominion, where Owen and Claire are parents now. Thor is technically a dad to this demon child. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to
She
like.
calls him uncle.
Oh really? Oh okay, that makes sense. I guess.
Yeah,
My
but it does feel like a father daughter relationship.
yeah. I mean,
But
how
her
do you?
holding oh, I was gonna say her holding Stormbreaker, like when they're doing that running thing, like I'm just like, geez, like that thing is like twice as big as her.
I know how's she holding that? Jeez.
Like, geez, she's worthy, Gore's worthy. Like, geez, shoot, you don't be needing to hold a necro sword.
Yeah, I know. Who isn't worthy?
Who isn't worthy nowadays? Apparently, if Thor just tells a bunch of kids, you know how, which by the way, that whole scene, I get it. It was supposed to be like it's a good little moment, kids helping the fight, but I just couldn't, bro. Like,
I know. I mean, was it cringy to you, or was it? Because I found it kind of
it was
funny.
it was kind of cringy, but that one uh Heimdall's kid, I thought he was the only one that stood out, which obviously yeah,
Yeah, I
but
mean, he had the most screen time.
yeah, he had the most screen time, but I love the fact that he wanted to be called Axel
Yeah.
because if you didn't know, it's Guns N' Roses. "Sweet Child of Mine" is like the main song in this, and
Hmm.
the Axel Rose. So I thought that was cool that they
Yeah.
referenced that. But as far as that whole scene went, I mean, Thor could have literally done like a giant bam, with his Stormbreaker and literally killed all those monsters. You didn't need all the kids to go ahead and go full Super Saiyan. I mean, it was cringy. Some of it was cool, but mostly cringy. I don't know. There's just a weird feeling about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was funny and interesting, but yeah, it was. I like the little not Erd tree, but the little tree of Yggdrasil or whatever that kind of formed when he was giving him the powers. But I thought it was pretty cool. Now going back to Thor's daughter for a minute here, what do you think? What are the implications of the future of the MCU? Because if they ever make a Thor 5, which they probably will, I mean, Thor is like Toy Story at this moment. They're just going to keep going.
Thor will return. Says
Yeah,
that at pretty much the end of every Marvel movie.
yeah. How do you think they're going to handle that? Because, I don't want to see a movie with Thor babysitting the whole time.
Yeah. At this point, I feel like it's a whole mystery. Which I mean, journey into mystery.
Yeah.
Fun. Journey into mystery. That's what the Thor's first comic run was. But as far as the whole daughter thing goes, I think she could be in like the baby Avengers. Like not the young Avengers, but the baby Avengers.
The preschool Avengers.
If they do make a Thor 5, though, I just hope it doesn't like I just hope it doesn't like get not get in the way. It's hard to explain because I'm not trying to say the daughter shouldn't be in the Thor series now. I mean, I'm still gonna have to get like used to her. I'm gonna have to grow with this character now. Because I know she's gonna be in like Thor 5 or whatever.
And they're probably gonna keep her until she's like 50. Because she's a little kid.
Yeah,
Marvel's gonna,
Like I thought Jane was gonna be the next Thor. I thought Thor was gonna die.
Yeah, same.
Because I feel like that's where it would have been headed, like finding your inner peace, meaning finding love, and then going to happy place of Valhalla. But and then I thought Mighty Thor was gonna take over and be the new Thor, but it completely opposite, I guess.
Well,
but
plus
you can't
the internet
kill
would have
Chris Hemsworth.
the internet would freak out.
You can't have you can't kill off Chris Hemsworth.
No.
But we really don't know. I mean, like you said, they're probably gonna keep going with that little girl until she's like 50.
Yeah,
but
right.
the MCU at this point, like Phase 4 has just kind of been, I don't want to say a whole mess, but we really don't know where it's going except Kang is going to be the big bad. But like every villain is like the big bad. But yeah, I really don't know. I just hope the best, and I hope they can squeeze it in without making everything complicated. And yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I have faith in them. I mean, I've never seen a bad Marvel movie from the MCU. I mean, Incredible Hulk, Captain Marvel,
Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah, I mean, none of them are bad, but, there's some that are more memorable than others. But I think the MCU I think they can do it. They're not idiots over there.
Have faith.
I have faith, my son. But anyway, before the second topic, do you have anything else to say on Thor: Love and Thunder regarding spoilers? Like anything you thought was really cool or insane?
Yeah, obviously, that ass and what that ass do.
Yeah.
Holy man, saw it in XD, bro. Man, that was the best. That was the best scene in the movie. But him standing up to Hercules, I thought it was amazing, and I didn't think they were gonna do Hercules like that because I thought Hercules was gonna help him by giving them the bowl. But they didn't, and freaking we all thought Hercules was dead. Let's not forget the post-credit scene. Not Hercules, Zeus. I'm stupid.
Yeah, I was
Zeus.
gonna say.
Yeah, you just.
I let you keep going.
Yeah, you let me keep being an idiot.
Yep.
But yeah, Hercules. I mean, good for them for adding Hercules. We all knew it was gonna happen. I just didn't know in this movie, but cool. It's cool that they added that. Yeah. If you're looking for a fun Marvel movie to just enjoy some nice Chris Hemsworth ass, but also a good story with good characters, memorable characters, all around fun, good old joy time. And people say that this ruined Thor's character. They made him too funny. There really wasn't that much comedy from Thor. I mean, most of it was comedy, but it makes like the serious moments, like the one he had with Jane at the end.
Mhm.
I thought that made up for like all the comedy, which I'm okay with Thor having a bit of comedy, seriousness, drama, emotion in him. That's how every character should be, I think. But yeah, um, a good movie. Definitely gonna get the 4K steelbook on it. You already know.
You know it.
It's a fun movie. Go watch it if you haven't. And yeah.
I think regarding Thor, really fast, my closing thoughts were I made a video about I don't know a few days ago how I didn't like Thor in Ragnarok. I thought he was too funny. It made no sense because in Thor 1 and 2 he's stoic and serious, and then Thor 3 he's like the Three Stooges on meth, and I'm like, what's going on here? So the ones there's literally like a little baby sentence of Jane and Thor having like a little montage, and Jane literally says, or whoever says it, that Thor learned to be like a human because on Asgard, yeah, they're still humans. I mean, they're gods, but they look like humans. They're different than on Earth, And it was really cool to. That's essentially why he's funny. It's because he hung out with Jane and just I guess assimilated with the people. And I thought it was a really good way of explaining why he's funny all of a sudden instead of just like, oh, I don't know, people don't like him boring. I thought that was kind of cool that, like I said, it's like 2 sentences, but it was really cool.
I love that. You explain it way better than me. But yeah, closing thoughts on Thor: Love and Thunder. Amazing movie, good movie, enjoyable movie. Um, fun
Is it
time.
your favorite Thor movie?
Yes, I would say it's my favorite Thor movie.
Pretty big claim there, I gotta say. I don't know. I'm torn between either Ragnarok or 4, but I like Dark World too. I like them all. I don't know. It's hard.
You never mind. Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah. Anyway, second topic is we'll save that for when we're not recording. You can yell at me. Second topic is do you want to do Ninjago or Game of the Year first? Which one do you want to do?
Let's do Game of the Year.
Okay. So with this topic, you can include games that you have played that came out this year, like Lego Star Wars, Dying Light 2, Elden Ring, and you can also include games that you have played this year that have not come out. So like you've been playing Red Dead 2, I've been playing Dark Souls 1, or stuff like that. So out of all the games you played, if you can give like a top 3 favorite, what would they be?
Okay, here we go. Top three that I can think of right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oof. It's okay. So can I? Does it have to be like 3, 2, 1, like from least favorite to favorite, or can it just be the three my favorites?
3 favorite, nothing crazy here.
Uh, okay, gotta be Spider-Man PS4. I'm
You
not saying that just because I'm a Spider-Man fan. It's really good game. It's really good campaign. Free roam. And I'm excited for the sequel. And I did it win Game of the Year. I think it did.
I think it did too.
It
PS5 though.
PS5 only, but hey, I'll do it if it means I get to relive that experience, but better because Venom is going to be in the next game, so that's it. So yeah, Spider-Man PS4, one of
I
my
can't believe
favorites.
you. Well, I can't believe you played that for the first time this year.
Oh, you meant this year? Okay, this year. Okay, my three favorites.
No, well, Spider Man's good. Just that's an extra. That's number 4.
Yeah, it's number four. So does it have to be games that came out this year?
No, well, it can be that, but also just games that you played for the first time this year. You know.
Okay, so then Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but just probably one of the best, if not the best story uh campaign ever because it feels like it goes on forever and ever, but through all that time you get to empathize with these characters and sympathize with them and just so emotionally like driven and it being set as like a western. It's just it's amazing and you definitely do feel that rock star type energy with the highs, and it definitely does feel like GTA 5, but as a Western.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think it has a better story than GTA 5 personally. I should know. I played this story like for GTA 5 like 5 times. It's crazy.
I
Um,
played it 3.
played it 3. Oh, well, you got some catching up to do, but no,
Yeah,
don't
I know.
worry. This
I'm
will
still working on it.
this will make 4 or 3, whatever it is. Um, yeah, I think Red Dead 2 is an amazing game, and I'm gonna have to say Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. What can I say? Um, you're gonna disagree with me because of the sky flicker, which I understand, but yeah, I think from my gaming experience on that, I think it's an amazing game,
I'm
and
jealous.
it deserves all the hype because you get to relive that Star Wars story experience, and yeah, I love it. 3 games.
And then what's your final game?
Final game?
Yeah,
Oof.
we had Red Dead 2, Lego Star Wars. What's the other one here?
It's gonna have to be Fortnite.
Okay, I don't know why I laughed.
No, it's okay. I wanted you to.
Okay, good, because
um,
I felt
I
like an
I don't
asshole.
I don't have another game. I can't like think of one off the spot. I'd have to do like a lot of thinking because I played a lot of games this year.
Okay, well you think I'll do mine.
Okay.
So I mean, I played Dark Souls. I'm still working on it. I'm working on GTA 5 Series X, which it's not a new game for me, but it's a new port, I guess. But I think number 3 would have to be Dying Light, or nah, yeah, number 3, Dying Light 2. I think that's um, one of my top 3. I think that Dying Light 1 is one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. I don't know if Dying Light 2 fits in the top 10, but it definitely is a great game. I love the story for the most part. The voice acting's alright. Graphics are good. I'm playing on a Series X, so, 60 FPS is cool. Graphics are good, like I said. It runs great. A few dips here or there, a little bit of screen tearing, but um, the weapons are cool. The replayability is infinite because zombies just always respawn. Um, Day and night, different gameplay. When it's nighttime, the zombies are more terrifying and they chase you like crazy. The parkour is the best parkour I've ever played in a game, period. It's just so freaking cool. The parachute, the grappling hook, the little green rope thing you throw around. I think it's a really fun game, and I think it lived up to the hype of the first one, which I hold to one of the highest esteems. Number 2, Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, and with that, yeah. Look, it's hard for me to talk about this game because on the one hand, there are 2 ways I can talk about it. The first is Skyflicker, of course, right? I
Yeah.
can't recommend the game that I'm playing right now to anyone because it's so bad it just hurts my eyes and it makes me not even want to play. However, I found out to fix that for the most part. I have to play the game in 30 FPS instead of 60. Now, that gets rid of the flicker on most planets. However, I bought the Series X copy and I'm kind of pissed I can't play it, the best version, but whatever. And then besides the sky flicker, let's say I didn't have that problem. It is a perfect game. I mean, the graphics are great. It runs great. The story's amazing. I think that the voice acting, for the most part, is pretty trash, honestly, considering I do a lot of voices. I could do a lot of them better. Some of them are good. Some of them are not good. I think that the open world hub, the planets are fantastic. Playing through all 9 films in the Skywalker Saga is just a freaking dream, man. And Complete Saga was my childhood, and it's also my adulthood. So it's really cool that I can play kind of an updated version of that game, just with a new camera, I mean, you guys know. I mean, even Echo knows. You covered it too, but I mean, I covered this game like no tomorrow. I was so freaking excited, and with the sky flickering, it really did kind of break my soul because me personally, I can't give this game higher than like an 8. Just because of that. But if I didn't have that, it'd easily be a 10. But I just got screwed with I guess, a trash copy. I don't know. Other people have the problem, so I think TT Games, just please effing fix it for God's sake. But other than that, it's a great game. And the number 1, of course, I think is Elden Ring, which I'm assuming is going to win Game of the Year in general as well. I don't know, man. I mean, look, growing up, I've always heard, the From Software Dark Souls games are so effing hard, and you can't do it. It's impossible. Don't even try it. And then I was like, all right, Elden Ring looks kind of badass. It's open world, pretty cool. And I mean, it sucked me up, man. And don't take that weirdly, metaphorically, of course.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, metaphorically. But the graphics, there's better looking games. There's also better running games. Yeah, it's 60 FPS, but it just, I don't know, it's a bit choppy sometimes. But other than that, man, the story's cool, the lore is awesome, the open world design is fantastic, enemy respawn is great, the RPG elements is fantastic, and yes, it's a hard freaking game. I mean, I didn't rage quit one time, but I did rage. All right, there's a difference. I got mad a lot, and I have over a
he
hundred.
definitely rage quitted.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. I got close. With the last final boss, I just wanted to destroy it. It's in destroy my TV, but it really is a case of just everything From Software did beforehand that I've heard about times 10. I mean, it's just a phenomenal experience. And like I said, it is difficult. It's not for the faint of heart. If you just play racing games or Rabbids or Lego games all the time, it's going to be a big effing learning curve. It's going to be a big slap in the face. But, it takes used to. But after, like I said, 150 hours or so, I don't know, man. I'm freaking in love with it. It's for sure one of the best games. It's probably my favorite game of the year. If Lego Star Wars got their shite together, it would beat Elden Ring, personally. But I think that Elden Ring, like I said, it's got a few hiccups here or there. But I don't know, man. I think they really knocked it out of the park. And because I loved Elden Ring so much, now I'm playing Dark Souls Remastered. So, I mean, I'm playing every single From Software game. Dark Souls, Sekiro, Bloodborne. I mean, Elden Ring, really scratched the itch that I was that I couldn't reach, so to speak. It was really cool, and very much enjoyed it. So I think those are my top three. But what about
Okay.
you? Have you thought about your third?
Yeah. So it's a game that came out last year, but I recently played it
Okay.
again this year. It's Hitman 3. Okay. Let me tell you why. Um the way you could kill, okay, that sounds wrong. The way
Yeah, you can fuck everyone.
the different mission stories I think is unique. The way you can kill your targets are pretty unique. And you can disguise. It's just a very unique game. Yeah, a unique franchise. Um and we can also counter this game with the Nathan Drake collection because I recently played that too. Um an amazing story, first of all, one of the best. Um and it really does help watching the movie because it makes you want to go back and play the games again.
Exactly. Yeah, Uncharted's awesome, man. All four fantastic. Movie was good too. I've never actually played Hitman. But I mean, is it open world or is it more linear? I mean, what do you like about it besides how you can kill people?
It's open world to an extent. Like you get to go to all different places, but it's not like super duper open world.
Right. So
But
more like
it's
hubs connecting things.
yeah, but it'll wear off.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I want to play them for sure. But yeah, I'm glad you chose another one. Yeah, Hitman 3, man. Never played it. Never played Hitman. Do you have to play them in order, or can you just do whatever?
If you care about the story, yeah, I recommend playing 1, 2, and 3. But I actually got like a whole bundle because when you pre-order Hitman Deluxe Edition, which is what I did for my PC, you get Hitman 1 and 2.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
I think they did that with Fallout 4. I got Fallout 3 for free, and like Just Cause did that. So yeah, it's always cool.
Just Cause is also a pretty good game series.
Yeah, for sure. I have issues with 3 and 4, but we'll get to that another day. So good choices all around for those.
Thank you, you too. I don't understand Elden Ring, but I respect it.
Hell, you have it. You played it, right?
Yeah, for like 5 minutes, bro.
Yeah, it was too hard for you. You gave up.
Oh yeah, it was very hard.
Yeah, it is. But all right, look, really quick. Really, I know this is gonna go off on a tangent. But so I started playing Dark Souls Remastered, right? And there's a boss called Ornstein and Smo, right? Stupid ass names for stupid ass boss, right? I mean, Jesus. But the boss, there's two bosses in one, right? One is really fat and slow, one is thin and fast. And the fast guy is very fast. Think of like Sonic, but you just gave him a bunch of crack, and he just went crazy. That's how fast this guy is. It took me probably 2.5 hours to kill this one boss. I almost broke my controller, but when I did it, and I finally killed those two bosses, it felt like I just, like, got
You
married
lost
to...
your yeah,
I
like you
did.
lost your
I
yeah.
did. I mean, dude, I
Oh,
did.
you did to a video. Okay,
To Ornstein and Smo, yeah, or to the Dark Souls. It felt like
okay.
kissing a hot girl. It was like, finally, you know what I mean? It was like that sweet relief of you finally destroyed the boss you were trying to defeat. So yeah, they're hard, but I think they're rewarding games. But I respect you for
Girl,
not liking it. But
no, I just I haven't given it a chance. That's why I don't understand it. But
okay, I mean, heck, don't waste your $60.
yeah, no, I won't. I can get a refund, but I won't.
Yeah, that's up to you. Yeah, I mean, I recommend going back, but you probably have a backlog anyway.
But yeah, but yeah, that was kind of our games and game of the year. Yeah, I think Elden Ring is gonna win game of the year. I mean, I feel like Ragnarok, God of War. I haven't played God of War, and I know you probably haven't either. But I just think it's being overhyped right now.
Yeah,
Like,
I want to play it. I mean, it was like $15 at the exchange, but again, I have a backlog too. So, I
yeah.
actually today I just bought Immortals: Phoenix Rising.
Oh,
Never played it. Looked cool. It's from Ubisoft, so I'll play it one of these days. But anyway, our last subject, because we're pushing on 40 minutes, which is pretty good for a podcast, I think. Lego Ninjago, right? I think that this is my favorite franchise of all time, my favorite show of all time, and I think that before anyone laughs, it's not a kid show; it's an animated show. All right, for all the little boomers out there, but I don't know. I grew up with it, and I just kept loving it. Like, I loved it as a kid when I was probably like 11, 12, when the season 1 came out, but I'm 23 now, and I'm more into it now than I ever have been. Like, the lore, the storytelling, it's all, in my opinion, just a flawless execution of a property. And you've actually just watched the pilot all the way to season 2, and, of course, spoilers if you haven't seen Ninjago season 1 to 2, but pretty effing old. But what are your thoughts on it? And what do you like? What do you dislike? What do you want to see in the future from season 3 and beyond? What are you thinking?
okay. So let me just say, it was so hard to find the pilots to watch, and I'm not talking about the rise of the snakes. Those first episodes in season 1. Okay, I'm not talking about that pilot. I'm talking about the pre-pilot. Like, it was crazy. Like, it's so hard to find those episodes, but I found them, and I think it was 4 episodes, but I only watched it in 2 for some reason. Either way, I got the whole lore on that part down. But yeah, I thought the pilot was a good start to what would be, according to Franchise Fanatic, the best show of all time, the
Yeah.
best story, ninjas that are made out of Lego. But yeah, no,
All
Nia's
right.
hot in it. That's all I can really think about. Nia.
Oh yeah.
Uh, and at the end of this podcast, I will tell you guys who my favorite ninja is. Okay,
Ooh.
so
That
that's
might
gonna be
change though. You got a lot of stuff to watch.
yeah, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, I thought the pilots were good. I love how Sensei Wu gets this whole a long time ago. He gets that whole infamous speech.
Yeah.
Um,
Like the Bible.
and yeah, like the Bible, pretty much. I mean, the first Ninjutsu master was Jesus. In fact, Lego Jesus. That's
Basically.
how it was. Basically, yeah.
He's Lego
Um,
God.
he is a Lego god, and no, that means Lloyd would be Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, I'll give you my thoughts on Lloyd later. That little shit. Anyway, anyways, let's go on to season 1. Rise of the Snakes.
Yes.
Now my mom hates snakes,
Mm.
even when they're Lego. So that kind of motivated me to watch this, because
Good.
and they, bro, like, I'm telling you, they're scarier. They're scarier, bro. Especially those vampire snakes, bro. Like,
Oh,
oof.
the what is it? what are they called?
A
Venomari,
Fangpire. What do you
Fa-
mean? It's called a Fangpire. Yes.
Fangpire, Serpentine, Venomari,
Yes. Whatever all
Constricti.
that means. Yeah. So I thought the first few. I thought the first. I think the first episode is nostalgic as hell. Like I could just backtrack that episode like in my mind. Like I know it by heart.
Jamanakai
But
Village,
yeah,
boy.
Anakai Village without exactly what I was gonna say. Um, and then they talk about the Green Ninja, and Kai's over here thinking, oh, he's gonna be the Green Ninja, blah, blah, blah. Which honestly, I would have preferred he be the Green Ninja.
Hmm. Now look, I'll
um,
say this though. I know everyone and their mom. My dog, Tanner, he even hates Lloyd in season 1 because he's just like you said. He's a little poopy doop because he's just kind of he's Lloyd Garmadon, the son of Lord Garmadon. He wants to be a bad guy, and
Lloyd.
then Lloyd, right? And I think that I don't know. Look, I've seen everything Ninjago, and you haven't, so I don't want to tell you anything too crazy, but I think you will come to like him. Everyone, like I showed this, I made Alan watch season 1 to 10, and I'm watching Ninjago with one of my other buddies. We're on
You
season 11.
forced him? You
Yeah,
say
I had
you
him at
made
gunpoint and
him.
everything. I mean, he
Oh
loves it.
my god.
He loves it now, but
Yeah.
yeah, but it was because my one buddy, I'm not gonna name him, but he was like, "Oh, this is a kid show. This looks stupid." And then after the first episode, he was like, "Shit, man, we gotta watch them all. Like, let's go." So it was really cool that I got him into it too. But yeah, he hated Lloyd, and now he loves him. So I think you'll come to enjoy it. But for season 1, man, I mean, yeah, it is nostalgic. What did you think about Kai wanting to be the Green Ninja and then having to not only accept that he isn't, but also, come to kind of protect Lloyd? I think it's a really cool moment in I think it's called the Green Ninja, episode 10, I believe. It's when
Yeah.
they're all in the lava, and Kai, he's dead set on I'm the Green Ninja, I have to be, and he comes to terms with that it's Lloyd, and I think it's really cool that he unlocks his true potential by saving Lloyd's life. I think that was really really powerful of a message.
So pretty much, I'm on Netflix right now, and episodes 7, 8, 9, and 10 are all focused on the ninjas unlocking their true potential, right?
Yeah.
So you got TikTok, which is based on Zayn, Once Been Twice Shy, which is based on Jay. Um, they all have to overcome something, whether it's not disappointing their dad, or um protecting the one they love, or
Being a
um
robot.
yeah, being a robot, and then of course coming to realize that you are not the chosen one, even though you should have been. You were
Yeah.
not the chosen one. But I think my favorite out of them, I think my favorite um would have to be the Green Ninja, because the title even says it. You think it'd be about the Green Ninja, which it is, but it's about Kai also coming to reality and realizing that he is all that. Okay, he's
Yeah.
fire, and he's hot. What? Anyways, um, yes, I love his arc in that, and that's something I think this show does really good in this season. Um, Also, Can of Worms, probably the most trolly episode. Rip Zane in the chat, man. Rest in peace, Zane, bro.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
Embarrassing. The pink ninja.
yeah. Yeah, that was funny. I think what was it? Day of the Devourer, the
Lloyd is a
final
little
one.
shit.
What's
Yeah,
that? What'd you say?
I said yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Day of the Devourer, the final one where the Devourer comes out of the earth and he's just wrecking stuff.
Yeah, he's so
That is
devouring.
Yeah, that is just so effing cool, man. Just the shots of him in Ninjago City, like when Zane like freezes like an ice ramp and they're sliding down, and then like the shot pans and the Devourer like breaks through it with his teeth. It's insane, man. The fact that they were building up to that, and for season 1, which it's not my favorite season, but I think that it started the show off pretty well. And I think a lot of people, they go into this show going, oh, it's promotion of the Lego toys, which in a way it is, but that's the beauty of the show, I think, is that the show is so good that it's not an advertisement anymore. It's just a show. And whenever I buy a Ninjago set, I'm never buying it like, oh, well, the show told me to. Or, there were no advertisements in the show like, buy our sets for $10.49 or, whatever. It was just a good-ass show, So whenever I buy a set,
good.
yeah, it feels earned buying these sets, because the show's good. So before we move on to Season 2, what was if you had to pick one part of Season 1 that was your absolute favorite,
what do you mean my favorite episode?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All of them are iconic in a way. That's what's so good about this first season.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to pick my favorite episode, I would probably have to say maybe
Green Ninja?
Maybe the Green Ninja or the Royal Blacksmiths. I really liked Cole's arc in that too.
Yeah, that was cool.
It's either the Green Ninja or okay, we'll just say it's the Green Ninja. Favorite episode of this season.
Okay, that's a great one. I even love the scenes.
Home is also a really good one. Home is also a really good one.
Yeah, that's a good. Oh yeah, that one's really good. I like that Nia too was essentially offered to be the Green Ninja, and she was like, "I don't even want to find out." She was like, "I don't even want to." It's little things like that. The writing is just so good, and trust me, starting with Season 3 and beyond, it gets even better. But I think it was a solid start. So let's move on to Season 2, Legacy of the Green Ninja. What did you think? Now, before I get into it, for the audience, everyone watching here, if you didn't know, when the pilot came out, that was supposed to be it. There was no show. It was just Lego said, hey, let's make a pilot, 2, 4 episodes, whatever, promoting the sets, and it got so well received, there was a Season 1 and 2. Season 2 was also supposed to be the end. And then, of course,
they definitely tell.
Yeah.
Because, oh my gosh, and it kind of annoys me. The final episode, they're like, this is the final battle.
Yeah.
This is like the biggest moment in all of, like, I understand that, but it just kind of feels so cliche and so, it's kind of annoying, but it's also kind of like, oh yeah, let's go, it's a final battle.
Yeah.
Fate is about to be decided now, followed by 14 other seasons.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's the thing. I actually watched an interview with the writers, Kevin and Dan Hageman, on YouTube, and they even said that. They're like, when they got pitched to make Rebooted Season 3, they literally said to Lego, we can't really go any further because we just had the final battle. Like, it's, the final battle. Like, that's it. So, I think, honestly, though, the way they continue it is really smart because, Season 2 ends with Garmadon being good. So, you'll see Garmadon is like a mentor now to the ninja and Lloyd. Of course, there's another threat, which is really cool. Season 3 gets a lot of flack. It's probably one of my favorite seasons, though. You're going to freaking love it, for sure. But what is your favorite part about Season 2? Because I think mine, briefly, is... I think everything's good, but my favorite element is the fact that, like, even as a kid, but especially as an adult, or teen, whatever, this season made me feel dread. And it made me feel anxious because the entire Season 2, and I know there's 1 or 2 filler episodes, where that Double Trouble, Ninja Ball Run, they're good, but they're not like the most essential things to the plot. But once
one reminded me of the pod race. That's
some
of these have like yeah, but better. It's just crazy, bro. It's like, like literally everybody, like Cole's dad and the singers, the
the police,
kids, the pirates.
Yeah.
Like, this is like Avengers Endgame right here, bro.
I know, even the police are in on it.
And they did, like, we could use that in our police fund. Screw it.
Yeah. These couples just want to win the race. But I think that, like I said, the feeling of dread and anxiety is just like, and I don't have anxiety, all right, but the shit made me feel like anxious because the whole season they're promoting, the Overlord is like this omnipotent evil devil being of like gas, and then he's a freaking dragon. He corrupts Garmadon's body. It's like body horror, and he has like Garmatron and all these crazy things. And every episode, especially with the clock, Misako kind of saying the clock's ticking down to doomsday. It just really adds to the level of emotion. And like I said, this is like the final battle, and I think they did a really good job of when Wu says this is the final battle or whatever, it really when I saw it for the first time, my mind was blown. I'm like, oh my god, because this is what we've been leading to, and I think it was really cool that they did that justice. I mean, just the fact that like the final battle is like the Overlord is a big dragon, and he's like, you don't even have a sword, and Lloyd's just like, I don't need a sword. It's just oh man, it's top tier epicness, and the fact that it came from a Lego show, I mean, that's even more badass. I mean, like you said, this is like Avengers Endgame level stuff.
Yeah. But okay. So this is just like this is just like a whole other side thing. So I'm on Netflix right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Misako, right? I don't know which one it is. Misako Coco. I don't know what it is.
Misako.
Yeah, Misako. I'm just playing. Anyways, I'm on Netflix right now, and the last 4 episodes are literally her face. Like she's literally the thumbnail in these last 4 episodes, and it kind of annoys me. Like,
On Netflix, you said?
yes. Like
Well, that's
these
why
last
Netflix
4
doesn't give a
episodes.
shit.
Exactly. Like she's on the thumbnail of every single episode. It's crazy.
It's funny.
What's your favorite filler episode?
Well, I think Pirates versus Ninja, I don't consider that filler because of the future of the show, but like I think Double Trouble, Ninja Ball Run, Child's Play, I think those are the 3 filler. And I think Ninja Ball Run is the
Child's
most.
Play wasn't really filler because when Lloyd
Oh, that's
turned
true.
in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'll retort. I'll take that back. Double Trouble and Ninja Ball Run, I'd say. I think Ninja Ball Run is the most fun because, like you said, it's like the pod racing scene, but better made. If I'm gonna be honest. And I love the pod racing scene though. No hating. But Double Trouble is good, but I think that I don't know. See, it makes sense because they go back to Lloyd's school and all that, but I think that's probably the most boring out of them, just because like they're captured and oh yeah, they fight copies of themselves. That's interesting, but it gets resolved that episode. We don't see the evil clone ninja ever again, so I think that's my main negative of that. But favorite,
Yeah.
I'd have to
Also,
be
I think
Ninja Ball.
another Ninja Ball. That's fair enough. Um, I think the day Ninjago stood still is kind of a filler. I mean, it's kind of just the ninjas saving people. I mean,
What's the one with
that
the
that
star teeth?
the Star Teeth. I think it's the
Yeah.
last voyage
Oh,
or
that's right.
Island of Dark. Yeah, no, it's the last voyage. I thought plus that came into play later with Zane and his dad and them all trying to fly away.
Yeah. No, it's
I
so
thought that
cool.
was yeah. So I thought that came into play too. So I guess that's not filler. No, that's definitely not filler. Okay, so I thought the season was really good, but once again, I'm, I'm just not that big of a Lloyd fan because we're all expecting to be big fans of him, be like, oh yeah, he's gonna save the world, which he did, but like he's kind of overhyped, bro, and like I don't know,
No, I
it's
definitely
kind of
agree. I
over.
mean, well, like you said, Lloyd in the beginning of the show, he's like a little bratty bitch. He just all he does is complain, and then we're supposed to believe this guy is the green, the most powerful ninja. And I think maybe no shade on the voice actor Jillian Michaels. I think
Wait,
Jillian,
it's played by a girl?
yes,
Oh my god.
yeah. So Lloyd is voiced by a woman from season 1 all the way until season 7. Season 8 is when they get a dude because he's like an adult now. He's like 20, 21 years old in season 8. But
Jeez.
yeah, and she's a great voice actor. It's like Simpsons doing Bart.
Dad!
Yeah,
Dad! Dad!
Like Jesus.
Yeah, I know. Uh, I think that's probably why everyone hates Lloyd in the beginning because he has like a really garbage voice. But I don't know.
He's
I mean, I
garbage,
don't get the hate, but I understand the hate. You know what I
bro.
mean? But
He's also got that. I don't know if you get this meme, but does anybody know the Will Byers haircut?
no. But I'll look it
He
up
has a
later.
bowl cut, looks
Oh yeah,
so
I know.
bad, and then he gets this perfect haircut.
Yeah,
Stupid.
I
But
want that here.
yeah, you definitely don't want that hair. But I think okay, before we end, or if you want to keep going, uh, what is your favorite episode? And I know what you're gonna say. Okay, I know what you're gonna say. What is your favorite episode?
For season 2?
Yep,
Ah, boy.
you're gonna say Rise of the Spinjitzu Master. I know.
I don't know. It's either that or Return of the Overlord. Because I love how in episode 12, there's like a battle on the beach, and you think that is the final battle. Because it's epic. And then they outplay themselves in the very next episode. So, I don't know. I think that honestly, Return of the Overlord was probably more epic because it was of the battle not only between Lloyd and the Overlord, but also between the Overlord and Garmadon trying to fight for control. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. So my
And,
favorite episode has either got. Oh, what were you gonna say?
well, I was going to mention that. But I think I talked to you about this yesterday off camera, but it was funny that I was like, "Oh, Ninjago's got some crazy stuff," and you're like, "What is that? Sex?" And I'm like, "No, there's suicide." You know what I'm talking about? When Wu and Misako, they hold hands, they jump off a fucking building, and they land in the Destiny's Bounty ship, but the look on Wu's face is complete shock. Like, he had no clue that ship was going to be there. I think that's pretty crazy. Like, I know it's not a kid's show, and honestly, if you look at YouTube, more adults watch this stuff than, like, toddlers, but, I mean, how is that on Cartoon Network? And you'll see, man, once you keep going in the show, it gets even more dark, but, I mean, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Especially I thought a really cool scene was in Double Trouble when Evil J when I kissed Nia, bro.
Yeah.
My gosh.
I would, yeah. Hey, look, if I was plastic, I know the Ninjago fan base is kind of shitty right now because they're all like, "Oh, I want to bang Nia." But look, if I was plastic and animated, all right, she's kind of cute for a Lego, all right. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, she's also like 13.
Well, not now, but that's not important. I could just do my Cole voice, right? Then you go. Cole's like what, a year older than her, 2 years?
Yeah.
Be like, "Come on, Nia,
Oh,
forget about Jay. Let's go out to dinner, battle some snakes."
yeah. So go with him.
Yeah. So, all right. Closing thoughts on season 1 to 2. What is your favorite season, and what do you expect to happen in season 3? Sorry if you
My
heard that. That
favorite
was that was a doorbell. If you heard that.
I didn't hear it, but thank you
Okay.
for my favorite season. Let me say my favorite episode and just to recap, my favorite episode in both seasons, okay?
Hmm.
My favorite episode in Rise of the Serpentine is the Green Ninja. My favorite episode in the Legacy of the Green Ninja um is I'm gonna have to pick one. It's either Wrong Place, Wrong Time or Island of Darkness.
Wrong Place, Wrong Time is amazing.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a really important episode. Even though they could have just destroyed they didn't have to, because everything would have been reset, but I think it's a really cool concept and I like
Hmm.
that they go back in time. I think that was a really interesting one. But I think my favorite episode in this season is gonna have to be Island of Darkness because they get their new outfits. It's just so cool.
Yeah.
They get their new outfits. They power up Lloyd. They defeat the Stone Army because they have those freaking blades. It's cool. I
Yeah.
like that. I think that
Yeah.
just
No,
makes up.
it's so cool. So, what are your expectations for season 3? Without me spoiling it, what do you think's gonna happen?
So it's called rebooted. So obviously it's gonna have something to do with Zane. Um. So I think it's gonna be more like futuristic. Um.
You're definitely on the right point.
But obviously like since Garmadon is and it's good. Maybe he's gonna help train the ninja or something. Maybe he's gonna help train Lloyd more or something. Um, like
We'll
for
see.
example, maybe he'll teach him the art of the flying hawk or the silent fist or something, whatever it may be.
Hmm.
And then I just I can't wait to see the relationship between Wu and Garmadon grow. But rebooted, it's leaning towards Zane. I know he's gonna get that actual robot face, okay, because I've seen it before.
Hmm.
I know he's gonna get that, but I can't really tell you where else is gonna go from that except dude, never mind.
We'll say this: they introduce a new character that is vital to the rest of the show. Very good character. They introduce a love theme, which is going to sound like trash, but it's not cringy. It's actually well written and good. It's sometimes kind of funny. They also have great action scenes. By far the best out of, like, if you like the action in season 1 and 2, season 3 is 10 times better in terms of action. And then it also has the saddest scene in the entire show. And there's a lot of sad scenes, but I mean, every time I watch the end of season 3, which it is the end, I'll tell you that, I cry like a baby. Every time. And I don't cry at anything. It's just Ninjago. I don't know what's wrong with me, but maybe my tear ducts are broken. I don't know. But it's very emotional. And they handle it in a very mature way. And it's just, it blows my mind every time I see it. So I think you're really going to enjoy it.
It's only 8 episodes, so I can probably get through this tonight, and then we start probably my favorite season. And here's what we're gonna do, guys. This is what we're gonna try to do. So when we make podcasts like this, we want to talk about Ninjago. It really depends on the segments we have, but what me and Franchise are gonna try to do, we're gonna try to cover 2 seasons every podcast episode. So when I get done with Rebooted and Tournament of Elements, we can make another podcast episode. But from what I remember, Tournament of Elements is the most fun and my most favorite season that I've watched in Ninjago history.
Okay. A lot of
So
people on the
hopefully
internet
I'm
love it.
right on that. Yeah, so especially because of Master Chin. And it probably has my favorite speedster, which I forgot the name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. But I won't spoil it, but it's pretty cool. Um, yeah. I mean, I really, I'm glad you're watching it. I'm not going to expect you to say it's the best thing ever produced, but I am glad you're giving it a shot. And I think the more you stick with it, the better. Like I said, every season just gets better and better and better. It's pretty insane that they do
Especially
that.
because of Neo.
Exactly
I
right.
just
Oh yeah,
don't like Lloyd, man.
I know.
I just, jeez, like I like Kai. I like the original Four Ninjas. Lloyd came in. It's just kind of everything, bro. Like,
I know.
also, okay, I was preparing to say this. Wu is a hypocrite in the last few episodes of Legacy of the Green Ninja. I hate Wu in not the whole season, but these last few episodes, because he's going ahead and telling the ninja when they're going to find the light thing, the light tower, whatever, the Temple of Light or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, and he's telling them to not go and fight with the Stone Army, but yeah, and then yet he's the first one to get caught by the Stone Army. Like, you a hypocrite, bro.
yeah.
Like, so annoying.
I was only getting water.
Shut up, Wu. You get in water. How about you get some bitch?
I
That
did.
was funny. I can't say that. Yeah. You did? Who?
Mishako. We
Well,
celebrated after the final battle.
you celebrated after the final battle, huh? Did Lloyd walk in on the threesome? Garmadon, you and or what happened?
No comment.
I mean, see, you're gonna have to teach me that spin jitsu.
I'm gonna spit jutsu in bed.
I'm just spin jit you in bed.
Yeah. But on
But
that
I'm
note,
so excited. On that note, that's how we end the podcast, everybody.
yeah,
But
nothing but some.
yeah, like I was saying, I'm having pork chops tonight for supper. I mean, I'm
Oh,
gonna
good.
watch Rebooted. Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a pretty good evening.
Pretty good evening, pretty good morning too. I made a video on that. On my
No, I actually, while we were talking, I have the pilot on DVD. So if you were wondering, you can buy the pilot on DVD. Probably check Amazon or Target.
Yeah, I'll have to check into that. But yeah, guys, that's from. Did we miss anything?
I think we did it all. I think we. I mean, hell, we're over an hour, so that's going to be a lot
No
of
way, really?
hour and
Yeah.
five.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Yeah,
I'm uploading this whole thing. I don't care.
I have to.
Deal with it.
But here's the
Deal
thing:
with it.
I have to record an hour of gameplay, so that's gonna be fun. But other than that, well, again, this is a podcast, so if you're wondering why Call of Duty or Lego whatever is in the background, you're really supposed to listen to this. But I'm just having gameplay in case you want to look at something. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. 3 topics. Next video is going to be Ninjago season 3 and 4, and whatever else we come up with. But I had a good time, man, as always.
Were you talking to me?
Well, yeah, everyone. No, I'm talking to my
Everybody.
mom.
Okay. Yeah, guys, we like to joke about franchises, mom. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding. She's awesome. I'm
yeah.
a fan.
She's a good camera
Misako.
woman.
Whoa.
Camera woman.
Yeah, man. Ninjago, best show ever. Oscar worthy. Emmy nominees. I mean, it's the best show ever.
Hey, it did
You
win
heard
an
it
Emmy.
from me first. Did it win an Emmy? No way.
Yeah, it did. It just did. It won Best Art Direction in an animated show, and then a few years ago, it won Best Screenplay, I believe.
I'm looking this up before we end the podcast. Hold on.
It
No
won.
way.
It won Best Art Direction, and I think it won something else too.
Why?
So I don't know.
No. No. It didn't win nothing.
So okay, it was nominated. That's my bad.
Yeah. Nominated.
Well, in my
This show.
book, it Ninjago is better than The Last Jedi, and The Last Jedi is my favorite movie of all time. I rate The Last Jedi above Oxygen.
It's so cute. That's for another podcast episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this 1 hour. I'm pretty sure people didn't even stay for the 1 hour. They just because there's no way.
I don't know. I mean, I
But
hope.
yeah, I mean, I hope. I mean, over here doing this for you guys. But yeah. Thank you all for watching this video. I will also leave the link to Franchise's video. His all of his Ninjago rants. His thirsting over Neo, his channel.
Oh yeah. Tell me in the comments down below also if
all
you
that
made it
down
to the
below.
last. If you watched the whole video, if you watched the whole video, I don't care if you did like half and half, whatever. But if you have enjoyed the entire video, just comment I watched the whole video or whole video, and I'll understand. Because I didn't intend this to be over an hour, but I had fun nonetheless. So
Me too. See, that's the thing about a podcast. You don't know how long it's gonna be. You plan for it to be this long, but then y'all have such a good time talking, and that's pretty much why podcasts are fun, especially with Franchise Fanatic.
you're right, brother. But
Forcing
okay,
me to
well I
say
had
this.
fun.
I'm just,
The next one will be on what is it? Season 3 and 4, correct?
season 3 and 4, and yeah, we'll plan a date, and it'll be fun. Anyway,
on that weird note, yeah, had fun. Hope you guys enjoy, and make sure to leave a like, subscribe to myself and Echo KILLSH0T, and we're pushing. He's pushing to 1K. I'm pushing to 2K. I've been stuck at subs for a while. I think like 40% of you are not subscribed, so make sure to do that. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed.
You don't subscribe to Franchise Fanatic. Wow.
I know. Isn't that crazy? People just watch me and they don't tap. It's free. Subscribing is free. I can't take it. I'm getting drunker by the minute. All right, listen.
People just watch me and they don't subscribe, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you want me to do?
I guess make Ninjago content.
I guess.
Dude,
I'm fine with that.
gotta make a Ninjago tribute.
You just did. You reacted to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember your webcam? Your webcam kept lagging.
Yeah, the art of something. Anyways, this is going on for too long. We love talking about Ninjago, all the topics that and if you have any topics that you want us to cover in the next podcast, make sure to comment down below. Go subscribe to Franchise Fanatic, go subscribe to me as well, because we both make pretty good content. For your eyes, watch this podcast while you go to sleep. While you're taking a shower, watch it with your grandma and your mom and your dog, and yeah.
Watch it while you're pooping.
Support. What? Hell yeah! Watch it while you're pooping.
Good poop video, all right? It's a good poop video.
On that weird note, it is a good poop video. I want to watch Nia poop. Literally shitting bricks.
Yo, anyway, all right, look. Hope you guys enjoyed. And, yeah, all right. We can't wait to do another one. And we'll see you. That was a weird noise. All right, thank you guys. We'll see you in the next video. Jesus, what was that noise? That was my imitation
of Nia.
Yeah? Do it again. Do it again.